enough of all that self-indulgent YouTube B-roll nonsense. This is the 365 project, where it's the fragrance that's the star of the show. And the star of today's show is the latest release from Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is Scandal for Men, and to find out all you need to know about this one, stay tuned to Mag's Frags. Yes, hello again everybody and welcome to another episode of Mag's Frags. It's day 115 of the 365 project and I'm Paul, and today's scent of the day is Scandal for Men, which is described as a modern woody oriental fragrance and was launched in June 2021. It's the first men's fragrance to carry the Scandal branding, and if the woman's version is anything to go by, then I'd also expect a few flankers of this to be hitting the shelves over the next year or two. It retails for around about £50 for a 50ml bottle size like this one, and £66 for a 100ml bottle size. So for that extra 16 quid, I would probably say that the 100ml version is the one to go for. If you want to go really crazy though, there's also a 150ml bottle size and even a 200ml refill if you want to make further savings. I picked up this 50ml bottle in a gift set which included another 10ml sample, and the retailer was doing a 20% discount, so I ended up getting like a 60ml bottle for around about £35, which I didn't think was too bad at all. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I bought the gift set, so it comes in this dark red metal box with embossed branding on the front and also around the sides. This features a golden crown and also the Scandal text that's in silver. So we've got a boxing theme and a crown. I'm not quite sure where Jean-Paul Gaultier got their inspiration from, but let me think about that one. Inside, we've got the fragrance, which is mounted on this plush velour black holder, and that features the Jean-Paul Gaultier logo there in metallic gold. The bottle might not be to everyone's taste, but I really like it. It's got a crown cap. And this is made of metal, and a combination of metal and plastic, and it feels really well made and quite heavy. We've got the Jean-Paul Gaultier branding there at the front of the bottle in gold, and the bottle itself is really nice, heavy, and it's got really nice chunky glass, so it just feels really nice and premium. We've got a gold atomizer, and the spray quality is really good there. We've got a really nice smooth and even distribution of juice. So yeah, as always, you can never go wrong with a Jean-Paul Gaultier when it comes to the presentation. Yeah, the top notes in this one are clary sage and mandarin orange. In the heart there's caramel and tonka bean, and in the base there's vetiver. So this opens up very bright and clean with a hint of tangy mandarin orange in there. But what I mainly get in the opening is a fairly sharp and metallic smell that's a bit nondescript and generic, if I'm honest. The opening of this fragrance doesn't really blow me away, and it kind of reminds me of so many new modern men's designer fragrances on the market right now. When I first sprayed it for the very first time, it instantly reminded me of this one, KEDP, which also ironically and weirdly has a crown motif on as a cap too. They aren't exactly the same when you test them side by side, but if you sample like this one when it first came out, you'll have a decent idea of kind of what you're getting in this one. As it dries down, it develops into a playful bubblegummy sweetness with caramel and tonka bean and the vetiver blending really nicely, and it kind of produces like a coconut type accord, but it's nothing like the tropical coconut that you get in Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau. This is more like a metallic coconut, like if you can imagine the weird scenario of taking a can of coconut milk that's been sat in a cupboard for a period of time, and then you open it, you can almost smell the metal within the milk. That's the only way that I can describe this, because it's just so generic, but really I would describe it as a sweet metallic coconut. This is a very versatile fragrance and you could wear it pretty much all year round, but I would imagine it could get quite annoying and a bit cloying in the eye heat during the summer months. I reckon the best time to wear this one would be in the spring and maybe during autumn when the weather's just on the cooler side. I'd say it's best suited to younger guys in their 20s or early 30s because it's got a pungent sweetness and it's quite playful, it's fairly loud and attention grabbing. So yeah, I would say it'd make for a really nice clubbing scent or a night out fragrance. But you could also wear it equally just like if you're heading out during the day on a shopping trip. But it's definitely not what I would describe as like an elegant or sophisticated fragrance. So if you're looking for something for your upcoming black tie dinner, then maybe this one's not for you. It's probably more of a daytime scent, but you could also double it up as a clubbing fragrance. The performance on this is great and it lasts all day and it projects really well too. I'd say you could even wear this in the coldest of winter days or nights because it has got plenty of sweetness and it's sharp enough to cut through the cold air. If you're wearing it indoors, I'd say go easy on the sprays, maybe 2 or 3 sprays maximum, because this will definitely become annoying if you're in like close proximity or you're working around people in a small workplace. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, this one, because I don't actually dislike this fragrance, but I just don't love it either. It's a nice smelling scent, but there's just nothing unique and memorable in here, and I guess I just expected a little bit more of a wow factor. It's not a fragrance that I would recognise if someone walked past me in the street wearing it, and for me it just doesn't have an identity like some of the other Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances do. The presentation is first class as always, and it performs to almost beast mode standards, but for me personally I just think that there's still better options if you're looking for a youthful attention grabbing scent like Ultra Male, Versace Eros or even Dior Sauvage. So on that basis I would give Scandal pour Homme an 8 out of 10. Yeah, so once again, that's about it for today's scent of the day. Next time I'll be talking about another recent release, so make sure you look out for that one. Just to let you know that going forward, I aim to produce maybe 2 or 3 single fragrance reviews per week, and maybe also a top 10 list of some sort until I've reviewed the full 365 fragrances. But obviously, as I were doing before, creating one per day, it was becoming a little bit unmanageable. But having said that, I intend to throw every spare minute I get into creating more content. So if you found this video useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's always great to hear your opinions, your thoughts and your critiques on all of these fragrances that feature in this 365 project. So keep your comments coming down in the comments section. So as always, once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you next time for another one. Bye bye for now.